Belvoir pulls back, gains a stress for healing touch on Kantara. Just the one wound restored. Mirabelle ducks back. Sergeant Nefim gains a stress for dread attack and is going to push forwards a little to shoot at that Havoc brother. Ooh, actually 2 hits this time. And 1 penetrates the armour. So this fellow needs to take a morale check and passes. This Havoc group moves towards the AI goal. We've got quite a few shots coming Nefim's way. Let's start with the Havoc Brothers heavy rifle. 1 hit. With the benefit of cover, it's still a wound. 2 rifles and a grenade launcher from this group. 1 rifle hit. Which is not blocked, that's another wound. These 3 cultists move forward to bring the shred rifle into range. Actually from there they have line of sight to Mirabelle. Black dice is the shred rifle, so that's 1 rifle hit. Which is blocked. And this last group here can't get into a good firing position, so they will rush. Awareness goes up by 2 this round. Curious that we haven't had any random events yet. That's very strange. Alright, Mirabelle. Let's get out there and start torching with the flamer. We'll target this unit with the shred rifle. Nice hit. Now they do have cover from this big crystal thing. So only 1 casualty. He will take on some stress to do that again. Another good hit. With the blast we'll have 1 hit spilling over onto this unit here. That'll be the black die. So that's 1 casualty from this group. Then she is successfully evasive. Sergeant Nefim uses dread attack and will continue to target the Havoc brother. Right, Sister Belvoir can hop over the rubble, and healing touch on Sister Belvoir is successful. All 3 wounds restored. I think Heretics will be a good spell to cast. I'm going to use 3 caster points, so it should succeed on a 3 or better. Okay, let's go to the old standby Eternal Flame, then targeting this unit. 2 caster points. That's successful, so 2 hits. And then she'll aim her Master Shotgun at this unit. No hits. Kantara's just going to hold here and rest. Right, we've got a whole bunch of cultist weaponry being aimed at Mirabelle. Red dice is the shred rifle, black dice is the grenade launcher, hitting on 6s thanks to the evasion, so just 1 rifle hit. And with cover from this machinery I just need a 4 to block. No, 1 wound goes through, that's fine. I feel like I've missed a morale check here. There we go, we'll shake them now. The Havoc Brothers heavy rifle scores only 1 hit on Mirabelle, which she does block as well. Good job. Nice ducking. We have a random event, hooray! But it's a sucky one, boo! So Mirabelle has stepped in some Venomous Moss and she is now diseased. So if she suffers stress, she takes wounds as well. Let's start off with Nefim. He takes a stress to use dread attack. He is going to target the Havoc brother again and scores a hit, which is of course blocked. He still needs to make a morale check though, which he passes. Sister Belvoir, why don't you try Heretics again? Nope, did not work. And then Eternal Flame on this unit as well with your last caster point. Sucks to be me right now. Alright, Healing Touch. She takes a stress for it. We're going to heal up Nefim. 2 wounds restored. And then let's leap into this drill pit and blast something with a shotgun. These cultists. Let's see those 6s. Nah. I realise now I've just put him into line of sight of the shot cultist, so that's going to have to be dealt with. Yeah, let's do it now. Let's have Mirabelle charge around the corner. 4 attacks. We have 3 hits. The cultist has a defense of 5. So fails 2, and he does not get his regeneration because of the Holy Tears poison. So with a headbutt and a kick, the shock cultist is gone. Mirabelle does get a will test to try and shake off the disease. She fails that, but she's going to try and be evasive anyway because there's going to be a whole bunch of bullets coming her way. She succeeds, that is fine. Okay, come on then, Kantara, time to stop hiding. That advance puts these cultists just within pistol range, so heavy pistol, 2 hits, and 1 kill. A morale check for the survivor, and the guy with the shred rifle is stunned. Right, let's deal with this nastiness first. So we've got drone pulses and heavy rifle fire targeting Mirabelle, -1 to hit. That will be 2 heavy rifle hits, which she does not block. Mirabelle's Holy Shield protects 1 wound. Right, we now have this Beastman who will push his way past all his Havoc friends with a charge. Hits with impact. Only 1 hit. But I do take the wound. How about some Holy Shield? Nope. And then the Beastman will swing this nasty looking chainsaw. That would be 3 hits, but because Mirabelle is evasive, that's just the 1 hit, which she does not block. Holy Shield does not help. 1 more wound. She can punch and kick back. Ooh, scoring 3 hits. 1 wound on the Beastman. Havoc Beastmen have Fear 1, but that is not enough to force a morale check this time. However, we have lots of bullets coming from this way now. Heavy rifle, 2 regular rifles, 1 grenade launcher. That is 3 heavy rifle hits and 1 grenade launcher hit, so it'll be 5s to block, because I'll claim cover from that purple line. So that is 2 wounds. Shield. Nope. That grenade is going to hit all 3 heroes. So arrange the dice. That will be 1 more wound for Mirabelle. She is going to have to take a morale check, which she passes. And finally these 2 cultists unshake. Alright, so Sister Belvoir is going to hop over the machinery. Let's try admonition on the Havoc Beastman. It is successful. That is a single AP4 hit. Gotcha, 1 wound. Healing touch on Mirabelle. She's just in range. 3 wounds restored. And then a shotgun to the face, hopefully, at this shred rifle cultist. Nope, missing. Let's take a second action. Try that again. Nope. Oh well. Mirabelle should focus on these soft targets, so she's going to come out of that walkway, advance and use her flamer on that cultist, which is a hit. And the blast will catch these 2 as well. So these 2 Havoc cultists burn up. Can we throw off that disease? Yeah! Nice. I think we'll have Nephin rest. And then Kantara. Let's see what we can do about this Beastman. We'll hop over the machinery. Shoot the heavy pistol. 2 hits. AP1 for you, sir. That is enough to kill the Beastman. He successfully uses Trickster, so we'll plop the holograms here. And he's going to take another action, shoot that heavy pistol again at the drones this time. 1 hit. Defense 4, so blocking on a 5. That's 1 drone taken out, and a morale check for the survivor. Failing. Now, as a robot, they make an additional roll, and he's okay. Cultist with the shred rifle shreds the holograms. Mirabelle forgot to be evasive, so we have some heavy rifle fire coming at her. 1 hit, which she does actually block. And then these 2, they're going to move forwards a little, so the grenade launcher can fire at her as well. So, ooh, that is a hit with both weapons. So the rifle causes a wound on Mirabelle, and then the grenade launcher hits Kantara as well. That pesky chest wound means that he does indeed take a wound, and 2 wounds for Mirabelle. Ouch. She now needs to make a morale check, which she passes. And then we have a drone, pulse, and a couple of heavy rifles firing at Kantara. I'm going to do them all in one go. 4 heavy rifle hits, one of which is blocked. That's 3 wounds for Kantara. I think he's tough 12, so he needs to make a morale check now, which he passes. Alright, let's keep killing stuff. Healing touch, does it work? No, so she takes her last stress point. She'll have to have a rest in a moment, but she will heal Kantara. 2 wounds restored. Then we'll try hitting that Havoc Brother with Admonition again. Cast it! It works. That's an AP4 hit. Yes! Okay, and then a morale check. So the Havoc Brother continues to fight. And she'll fire her shotgun over at the Fortress drone, I think. Any 6s? No. A dread attack from Sergeant Nefim targeting the Havoc Brother. Heavy rifle. No hits. Let's take 2 stress to try that again. Right. We've hit the Havoc Brother. An armor save for him. Bounces off the armor, but he does need to take a morale check, which he fails, so we have a shaken Havoc Brother. Mirabelle is evasive, but that uses up her last stress point, and we're going to torch these cultists, aren't we? Flame on. It's a hit. It's 3, so we'll make that black dice a defense roll for the Havoc Brother. Ooh. Interesting. So, actually, the cultists are fine, but the Havoc Brother takes a wound and is burnt. And finally, Kantara. Heavy pistol into the Fortress drone. Missing completely. Do we want to do that again? Yeah, let's take 2 stress and do that again. 1 hit. 5s to block, since it's AP1. So that's 1 wound on the drone. Oh, well, that blows it up, doesn't it? There we go. And Kantara will try his trickster skill. Goes off without a hitch, and he'll plop holograms on the walkway. Havoc cultists firing at Mirabelle. Shred rifle, misses. Rifle, misses. Grenade launcher, misses. Good, 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 good. And then over here, that first Havoc bro wastes his shots on the holograms. And the one up behind him shoots at Kantara, scoring 3 hits. All of which wound him. Ouch, he's going to have to take a morale check. You got this, bro. Yeah, he's fine. We have a random event, and the random event is Anomalous Gale. So a horrible wind blows through the fortress, and Kantara is afflicted. Right, no rest for Mirabelle. She's got to keep casting Healing Word. She actually takes a stress, which becomes a wound, and will take 3 wounds off Kantara. Good. Okay, Mirabelle's going to be brave and advance to the walkway, and then cast Admonition. It fails. Let's give the shotgun a try. Hitting the Havoc Brothers, hopefully. 1 hit. No AP, so it's going to bounce off the armor. Yeah, there we go. Well, you've left your poison token behind. There you go. A successful dread attack from Sergeant Nefim. He's going to shoot at these cultists. But misses. And yes, of course, we're going to try that again with another action. Still misses. Okay, Mirabelle, would you kindly torch these cultists, please? No? No? What do you mean, no? Right, Kantara's in a stabby mood. Let's jump over this giant crystal. Charge at these 2. Forgot about the affliction, so he needs to make a strength test, which he passes, and that removes the affliction. Energy sword. 1 hit. Not blocked. Spooch. A little bit of a punch back from that cultist. He misses, and will now need to make a morale check, which he passes. Brave little soldier. Kantara is successfully trickstery, so we'll stick some holograms down. Okay, Servants of the Abyss, and of course the cultists with the shred rifle will shoot at the holograms, making them disappear. Right, this grenade launcher at Kantara misses. And then all this heavy rifle fire from the Havoc brothers straight into Sister Belvoir. We've got 4 hits. She has no armour, but saves 1, 3 wounds. End of the round, awareness is now on 10. Reinforcements will be coming along shortly. I need to mop these guys up. Okay, you're up first, Mirabelle. Come on, we've almost got this. You can have a rest in a moment. Flamer. Hits. And with Blast, it's going to hit both of these. Got them. Should have done that earlier. Kantara uses the sleight of hand skill on this discovery location. He fails the roll, so ends up taking a wound. Let's see what's there. Nothing. I can upgrade that to a booby trap. I think I'll leave it as nothing. Hey, nothing, you can have a rest. Sister Belvoir, you can cast Admonition on the Havoc brothers. It is successful. That's a single AP4 hit. Blam, 1 wound. Now hide! With no line of sight to any heroes, the Havoc brothers advance towards the AI goal. So we are about to have a whole horde of Havoc reinforcements at the end of this turn. Nonetheless, I'm just going to have our 3 heroes here rest. So, yeah, here they come. Right, let's start off with Sergeant Nefim, who successfully uses Dread Attack. He'll move forwards to bring his gun into range and shoot at this unit here. No hits. Yeah, go on then. 2 stress points. Try it again. 1 hit. It's a kill. And they need to make a morale check, which they pass. While uses Healing Touch on herself. Restores 3 wounds, and then she's going to hop on over here. Blast that Havoc brother with Admonition again, hopefully. Yes. And that's a wound. Maybe she could finish it off with the shotgun. No. Let's go for an extra action. Fire the shotgun again. Still no. Morale check. The Havoc brother continues fighting. Kantara actually uses his sneak attack skill for the first time. So he will charge at the Havoc brother, who could not see him at the start of the round. So we get a +1 to these attack rolls with the energy sword. 2 hits. Roll to block. Haha, they both go through. 1 dead Havoc brother. We can capitalise on the sneak attack by taking another action and charging again. Energy sword. Only 1 hit, but it's rending with that 6. So that is a wound. And then the Havoc brother can strike back. Close combat weapons, 2 hits. 2 wounds. Sadly, that's a morale check for Kantara, but he passes. Mirabelle is definitely going to be evasive. Takes a stress for it though. She's going to advance to where she can see this unit properly and use the flamer. That's a hit. Now, although she's got prosecution ammo on a 6, that's only if she holds position, so it's just blast free. Took all but 1 out. As we have gathered by now, extra actions are important and fun, so Mirabelle's going to hop over that crystal for 2 stress and use her flamer on the ghouls. So, even with it being a reliable weapon, that is still a miss. Uh-oh. This Havoc brother will pump his heavy rifle into Kantara. 2 hits. 2 wounds. So a morale check is in order, which I pass. This lot have no line of sight, so I'll just go ahead and move them now this way. Right, let's see how well Mirabelle can defend from this lot. So we've got 2 cultists with rifles, both miss. 1 with a flamer, which misses. Right, a charge from the ghouls. Ghouls are fast and furious, 2 claws each. 1 hit. No, 8. They're quality 5 and I'm being evasive, so I dodged everything. Mirabelle punches and kicks back, scoring 3 hits. And she wipes 2 of them out. Morale check for the survivor. And he is shaken. Finally, this shock cultist, and I did make sure that I was out of charge range. At the end of the round, alertness goes up by 2. Okay, this round, let's start with Sister Belvoir. Cast Admonition on that Havoc brother. Did not work. A successful healing touch on Kantara. So only 1 wound restored. Let's try our luck with the shotgun. Oh, nice. 2 6s, and she is devout. So that's 4 hits. Just got to get past the power armor. Just the 1 wound. Right, she'll take an extra action with that shotgun, but I'm going to direct it towards that shock cultist this time. I miss anyway. Alright, Kantara, it's up to you. See if you can finish off this Havoc dude. Heavy pistol. 2 hits, because he's a war veteran. And they both penetrate the armour. Nice. And that is the last model from the first wave of reinforcements, so a token is left behind. Kantara can now try a strength test with a skill action. Kantara's pretty strong, we need a 4 or better. There we go. That is the primary objective completed, so we'll carry on fighting a little bit, see what the secondary objective is. If it looks too much, we'll just get out of here. Kantara will of course take an extra action and advance out of that walkway area and shoot his heavy pistol at the shock cultist, scoring 1 hit. Penetrates the armour, but he's got his electro field regeneration. That is 1 wound. Another successful dread attack skill from Sergeant Nefim, and he's going to shoot at the shock cultist, scoring 1 hit, which is not blocked, but is regenerated. So, you still need to make a morale check, Mr. Shock Cultist, from the dread attack, and you pass that. That's just not good enough, is it? So you know what that means? An extra action, and this time we're going to target one of the cultists back there, for reasons I miss anyway. Alright, Sister Mirabelle. She's been evasive, although that costs her a stress. Thinking forwards, we could potentially use this portal to escape from the map. So, let's kill all these guys. Let's start with the flamer on the shock cultist. It's a hit, and that will also catch the Urgul. Let's use the green die for the Urgul. It wounds them both. So that kills you, little Gribbly. And then we have a regeneration roll for the shock cultist. He does regenerate that wound. Let's keep burning stuff. So, 2 more stress. She's maxed out on stress now, but Mirabelle will fire her flamer, which hits. Oh, and she held position. So with prosecution ammo, that's an extra hit. So that's 2 lots of blast free. Blast weapons ignore cover, so I'll just go ahead and roll 6 dice, and that is enough to wipe out the cultists. Alright, Servants of the Abyss. This could potentially be nasty. So the shock cultist charges at Mirabelle. 2 shot goads with 3 attacks each. Furious and Taser. 1/6, the rest are misses. That means 3 hits. I block 1, the other 2 go through. On 7 wounds now, so Mirabelle will need to make a morale check. She is quality 4, so she is fandabidozy. Oh, mustn't forget to do her actual hits back. So, 2 hits. 1 blocked, and regeneration for the shock cultist fails. That means you now need to make a morale check, Mr. Shock Cultist, which you pass. And this lot just rush towards the centre of the board. Right, the end of the round. So awareness leaps up by 6, and we'll see what the secondary objective is. The secondary objective is Scavenge, so I need to put 2 Scavenge locations in corners of the board. Closest to 1 random hero. I'm going to make that this corner and that corner. I know there aren't really any corners on this map, but that's what I'm doing. This location becomes the AI goal. So, is this doable? Death and glory, let's go for it. Mirabelle will advance to this scavenge location. Needs to pass a dexterity check. Her dexterity is 4, so we've done it, right? No. Okay. And then she'll use the flamer on the shock cultist. How many ones has she rolled for her flamer? It's ridiculous. Alright, Sergeant Neffim will have him advance to this scavenge location. I should really finish the advance action first and shoot the heavy rifle at the shock cultist. Scoring a hit. Penetrates the armour. What about his energy field? It's regenerated. Then we'll use a skill action to search the scavenge location. He's passed his dexterity check, so now we roll an additional d4. Needs to be a 4 or better. That's it. We have found the artifact, or whatever it is we were looking for. Good job, Neffin. With this secondary objective now complete, we just need to exit, and we are going to go for this portal here. Sister Belvoir will advance and splat this cultist with, hopefully, Eternal Flame. 2 caster points, 3 or better. Nope. Alright, let's try the good old shotgun then. 1 hit, and she's devout. That's 2 hits. 1 of which penetrates the armour. Will the shock cultist regenerate? Yes. Come on, Kantara, show them how it's done. So he'll advance, making sure to stay out of line of sight of this horde. And we'll fire the heavy pistol at the shock cultist, scoring 0 hits. Right, I won't risk any skill usage from him because he's maxed out on stress and looking pretty wounded, so... Holy moly, I forgot Mirabelle's Holy Shield from the damage she took from the shock cultist. So, Holy Shield rolls. No, she did take both wounds. The shock cultist charges at Sister Belvoir. Shock goads. No 6s, please. No, that's the opposite of what I wanted. So with Taser and Furious, that is actually 6 hits. Whoa, look at that defense roll though. So actually only 2 wounds for Sister Belvoir. And then she can strike back with her little stick. Wow, what is this? What is happening? That is 2 hits. Both go through the shock cultist's armour. And he does not regenerate either. So Sister Belvoir kills the shock cultist. At the end of the round, I roll yet another 6, so awareness leaps up by 2. This could be tricky. So I'm now in a situation where at the end of this turn, there's going to be another horde of enemies right by the portals. So what do I do? Right, Mirabelle, you have a rest. Belvoir uses Healing Touch on Kantara, just the 1 wound restored. And then she will rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll get her there. Kantara can rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's close enough. And Sergeant Neffim, now as he is a Pathfinder, he has Strider. So he can get over this difficult terrain no problem. So a rush action, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he'll take an extra action, which costs him 2 stress. So he maxes out on 5 and takes a wound, and then we'll rush again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks close enough to the portal to me. These 3 cultists do have line of sight on Sister Belvoir there, so they will advance. We've got 2 rifles and a shred rifle, I think it was. So they all miss. Good, that's the end. We escaped through the portal. Wow, we did it. Everyone leveled up to level 6. Hooray! So I've chosen +1 endurance for everyone apart from Kantara, who gets an extra toughness instead. Because he's a battle brother, he needs to be tough. The next mission will be the 3rd and final mission of this chapter. As you see, we have quite a few carry-on wounds to contend with, and we will see what is through that portal next time.